This reminds me. I gotta find one of those dramatic reenactment dinner joints. Food's okay, but the show's great.
Full up on care packages. You want them? Come get them.
You know that I'm famously unreachable for interviews. Is this the optimal use of our time? No, it is not.
This shelter is no longer in use due to an earlier incident with an evacuee.
It's all in the execution.
Shelters are no longer in use.
Making the right kind of difference to folks' lives for a change.
Please remain indoors and await further instructions.
Pays to do good sometimes, squad. Let's knock out this drone.
You did a good thing. Do a lot more and you might be square one day.
Let the bodies keep on stacking.
Lois Lane here. As I'm sure many of you have noticed, Brainiac's skull ship, the ever-present threat still floating in our skies, is looking worse for wear. You might remember the skull ship is heavily shielded from attack. This damage is coming from inside. I've learned that the being we know as Brainiac inhabits...
I will not tolerate weakness. Stop Deathstroke by any means necessary.
Signing off on some higher quality surplus for your next package.
Each new victory is making a very noticeable impact on the skull ship, affecting Brainiac's... I'm also speaking with experts about the possible after effects of such a large ship and its inevitable fuel crashing today. Until then, stay vigilant, stay safe, take care of each other, Metropolis.
They never see me coming. I'm one with it.
The search for scientific glory in this stellar laboratory.
Perfecting the craft. Fluid like water.
We'll find any holdouts.
I'll see what I can tweak that hasn't already been messed with.
tossed them out. From downtown!
Pieces defended.
Going in on Deathstroke's target. It's all in the execution.
It's an ugly job, and mostly you're gonna be the ones doing it.
I'm not about to let this flying meal ticket take off. Are you?
Covering fire.
Roll, sit, and move.
These combat reports are off. We need an active combat zone. Taking on freeze!
The search for scientific glory in this stellar laboratory.
Now this shield's worth my time.
Assaulting a doomed Earth or launching a new product line. All a matter of risk and reward.
Evacuation is no longer possible. Do not attempt to use this.
I doubt you'll have the panache for the bat. But desperate times.
Got some torque.
Look out below!
underestimated you. This time, rest assured it will never happen again.
Not a bad way to get around.
Looking Deathstroke in!
Your skill is wasted here, Deathstroke. I would make proper use of you.
Terrans are a nail, and we're the hammer.
I'd love to help ice this target.
Allow me to crank up the AC.
All surviving units. The enhanced assassin is obviously deadly.
Keep sending them back.
I got a reputation.
VFX.
Might not feel like much to you, but to these folks, it's everything.
We get more than just good karma for stopping this drone. Speed and precision.
Good metrics, TFX. We'll keep you on.
They still got bits of drone on them. Tentacle bullshit. Get it off. Someone call the doc. You put in the work, Task Force X. I'll find you some good stuff.
The search for scientific glory in this stellar laboratory.
Forward defenses!
Target eliminated, minimum collateral. Good job.
That's for winning.
Can't tell them who rescued them, but I noticed.
Secure the cargo, secure the rewards.
Civilians coming through. Hey, keep that plant inside Ivy's area. Back in the gym.
Metropolis has been cut off from outside contact and evacuation is no longer possible. The situation is under control. Please remain calm.
Like oil on water. Set the pace.
It seems you have exceeded my original threat assessment, Deathstroke.
This is my cruising speed.
You claim to be a different breed of Earthling, Wilson. Now I'm beginning to understand.
I guess this is basically an ordinary vacation in Metropolis for you.
I got it, and I never lost it. I was made to be a killing machine.
We won't be here to see the glory. But we could see the moment of this Earth's surrender.
Steel Highway.
Housed at the Clinton paying rent, you'll find the planet's own Clark Kent.
Deathstroke's going down.
Honestly, it's dividend.
Deathstroke's combat experience is valuable. Defeat him and seize it.
The combat begins. That's the 6, Quinn. Firing on your target. I'm dying of
Mobile gear symbiotes detected. Sorry, I mean, Lutinauts.
Deathstroke's mine. Shielded. Seek cover.
All right, squad. Think we could raise hell one more time? That's a rhetorical question.
Deathstroke has become a bit too presumptuous. Units, remind him of his place.
Ready to push.
Thanks. This'll do just fine.
You got surplus gear? I'll take it.
Well, I do love it.
All right. I can work with this.
Housed at the Clinton paying rent, you'll find the planet's own Clark Kent.
Hope it was carrying cool stuff. Hey, dibs on electronics.
Watching you.
Nice job, killers. Terminated the thing like champs.
That's how it's done. Just keep getting those people out.
We gave the Terrans a choice. It's not our fault if they chose wrong.
Barely scratching the surface.
The U.S. Army is not here to actively assist the civilians of the province. The safest course of action is still inside your home.
Don't forget your weapons. I won't be sharing mine.
Crushing the resistance out of the people Know this,
Objective area in sight.
your shields will fall, and then so will you.
Just gotta get through this next fight. Maybe get some selfies in front of a castle. Yeah, we got this.
Focusing on Quinn!
Success is the fruit of failure.
This is kind of my deal.
The Terminator needs assistance with his terminating.
That's the focus mark!
Excellence is the habit.
I'll handle this. See Deathstroke with his target. Catch your death of cold. I'll make it stick. Not useful failures.
Peak performance.
I'll take that.
Marking Quinn for elimination.
Now you
This
know
only reinforces my conclusion, Wilson. You are my missing link.
Dragging death shot.
breathe in and breathe out.
You get competitive here in Wilson. Held the fort alone all this time. Nice work.
Why is Deathstroke being allowed to run amok? Put an end to it, now.
Let's take out the new guy.
Escape artists to the end. Die here or at home. It makes little difference to me. It seems my local forces are depleted. Sending more.
Easy kill. Strategic repositioning.
Breathe my target.
Rogue is on the offensive. All units, use caution. Deathstroke, you can't win.
Housed at the clip.
Four confirmed League kills. Bat and Clown both long gone, and yet, here you are, Harley.
Oh yeah, commendation time. Debrief me, baby.
Shut it. I'm not saying I'm impressed.
Aw.
But I'm not saying I'm not impressed. Hell of a thing you four accomplished.
Whoa, easy with the waterworks, Waller. Wallerworks? Is that something?
That's enough. You still want to prance back to Gotham when this is over? There are 13 interdimensional warlords in your way. Are you up to the task?
Lady, Brainiacs don't scare me. I've been working both sides of Arkham since grad school. I earned my MD. There's one thing I know about. It's brains.
And your squad? You think they're up to it too?
Ha! Between you and me, I know a dead guy in red and blue underwear says they are.
Tell me, Deadshot, what's your function on this unit? What's the world's second best assassin bringing to the table?
Suppose you need a pro to steer this clown car.
And you're the man for the job?
Listen, Colonel Cowpoke. Anyone can see this is the C-Team. Hell, it's the Z-Team.
Yeah. Happy to have an A-lister like you in our troop, pal. You could just as easy be jumping rope in the yard at Arkham right now.
But I'm not. You know what I'm capable of.
And what exactly are you capable of, Lawton?
Finishing this. Last man standing is my business flag. I got reasons to see this through, and I intend to. So, you gonna let me work?
It would be my pleasure. Talk Brainiac to me, Lawton. Far as marks go, he seems a little above your pay grade. You got it in you?
I've been on this train a long time, Flatfoot. Target's a target, kill's a kill. Simple as that.
This ain't some suicide slum turf war. This has real stakes, Lawton. You saw that other Earth. You know exactly where this goes.
It ain't that deep. Our man wants conquest. Same as the League, same as Argus. Same as every overpowered goon in a costume. I've dealt with Conqueror's flag, all shapes and sizes. A bullet ends them all the same way.
Then we better keep you in bullets, huh?
Against all odds, you actually did it, Lawton. You managed to kill the Justice League. How does it feel?
Feels good, Waller. Real good. Feels like a job well done.
Job's not over yet.
You ever gonna let it be? We took out the world's finest. That's big. I mean, I knew I was good. Turns out we're the best.
We? Thought you weren't a team player, Floyd.
You haven't noticed. A lot of change around here lately.
All right. Let's say you pull this off. Assuming we don't toss your ass back in Bel Rev. What's next?
Why? You hiring?
Finish the job, Lawton? And maybe we'll talk.
Maybe we will.
Another Earth. Another us. Awful existential around here lately. How you handling all this, Shark?
I am unfazed.
No kidding.
I do not jest. I am invigorated by the prospect of countless realities, countless oceans of knowledge to swim in. Consider the amount of books alone. How are you handling this, Colonel Rick Flag?
Me? I won't lie to you. Other dimensions, other worlds, makes me uneasy.
Why is that? The knowledge of multiple realms is unsurprising. The sea, the surface, the sky, these are not new.
Easy to say, but it's my job to know what's out there, Shark. And I just had the motherload of unknown unknowns dropped in my lap.
Regardless of who or what is out there, you are still my preferred Colonel Flag. Assuming there is not another Earth with another Rick Flag who is also a shark, it is likely that he would be my favorite.
I don't say this lightly, but you performed admirably out there, Shark. There could be a bigger tank waiting back at Bel Rev when this is over.
Oh, that is wonderful.
King-size cot, fresh cache of books, brand new chum trout, the whole 9 yards. Something you want to say to me, Shark?
I have scented life above ground, Waller. I have tasted camaraderie, adventure, danger, excitement, purpose. And for the first time in my life, I desire more.
What, you want a hot tub too?
I absolutely would. Wow. Thank you, Amanda Waller. I am eager to enjoy this reward once my friends and I have saved the multiverse.
Good. Now go take a bite out of those brainiacs.
Oh, I will take several bites.
Ugh, I got shaved wrists like you wouldn't believe. You mind loosening the old friendship bracelets, big guy?
This is a mistake. I don't know what the director's thinking, bringing a goddamn Joker into this mess.
Say, what are we thinking for lunch? Sushi? You have that here? Richard, you're gonna love what I can do with chopsticks. Wink.
Can it, Chuckles? You know, half the troops in the hall knew someone murked by Joker. I bet they just love to get their mitts on you.
Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time, soldier boy.
Joker was terrorist scum. Worst of the worst. The world's better off with him in the dirt. And if you think I won't bury you with him...
I'm detecting some aggression here, Flatfoot. But if you were gonna kill me, you'd have done it already.
Squad's got bigger fish to fry. And if keeping you alive means keeping them alive, I can keep it in the holster. For now.
Colonel Flag! Is that affection for your squad I'm detecting? Oh, I knew there was a gooey center underneath all that bluster and body armor. Usually I have to work a little harder to get it, but... Mandy, dearest, welcome back! I just adore this whole musical interrogations bit. What a hoot!
Clock's ticking, Joker. Start shooting straight. What really happened to your last squad?
Like, emotionally? Hurt people, Mandy. Not like I need to tell you that.
Reports peg you as last clown standing. You see, that smells like a double cross to me.
More Semtex and charred entrails. You know how far a human head can fly with enough explosive force?
So you're sticking to the story that you murdered your team? Doing Brainiac's dirty work for him?
My dirty work is mine and mine alone. See, where I come from, we take ride or die pretty literally.
Well, you're on my world now, Joker. And I'm the one who decides when and how Task Force X lives or dies.
You really think you're something special, don't you? But I see right through you. You and your whole shtick. The hair, the fancy clothes, the swagger. Get this through your pointy little skull. I'm the guy that decides what goes up and where it comes down.
Duly noted, Mr. Up-Down Back-Around Guy, sir. I'll get that in my Rolodex right away. Quick question. What exactly makes you think I'm your problem child?
I've met you before. I've met 1,000 psychos like you. And every single one of them was a pain in my ass.
I see. Well, I look forward to changing your mind, Mr. Flag, sir. Oh, P.S., how is your ass doing these days?
Oh, you want to get up in my business, huh? I can get personal. What's the spill on you and the other clown, huh? She and the last Joker had Commish Gordon smoking 2 at a time.
The Shrink? Strictly co-workers, just like you and I. But hey, look at the bright side. You've got a wide open net, and I think I might be strong enough to love again. The stars are aligning. Do you feel it, Rick?
You're gonna be feeling something in a minute, you little... You're gonna have to work harder than that. You're below my rank. And I'm out of your league.
So, you kill your squad to save them from Brainiac. Then Brainiac turns around and remakes Earth in your image. I don't buy it. Make it make sense, Joker.
You still think I'm in cahoots with the big bulbous brain? Well, let's run it down. There was the kidnapping, creative torture techniques, scrambling my DNA like stir-fry. Oh, I guess he did share my love language.
Stop wasting my time.
Oh, relax. Old Brainy don't trust anyone he can't control like an ill-fitting finger puppet. Least of all, yours truly.
So then why turn an entire world into a monument for your bony pratfallen ass?
You think that tacky sideshow was my idea? Darling, I'm a psychopath, not an egomaniac. Where's the subtlety, the wit, the measured panache? When everything's a punchline, the joke just isn't funny anymore. Why the long face, Flagpole? Don't you look forward to our little tete-a-tetes? I've always had a soft spot for you, Ricky boy. Well, not you, but you get it. So, hit me! With questions?
Fine. So, you're amiable with Harley. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll buy it for now. You playing nice with Boomerang?
Oh, I just adore that wily little marsupial. Boomerangs. All these Black Ops playthings in the toy box, and he goes with boomerangs. Hilarious! Not a big fan of eye contact, though. Or showers.
And Shark? Stay away. He doesn't need your hooks in him.
Sharky, what a gas. I tell you, they don't make them like that back home. Would you believe fish don't wear jeans on my Earth? Wild, right?
So what about Deadshot, huh? Lawton's kind of the, ringmaster of your little circus.
Oh, old Floydy's like the soldier of fortune father I never had. Or maybe it's just that nostalgic smell of bullet casings and aftershave. Hard to say.
Yeah, you're one big happy family. All that matters to me is you keep each other alive out there. Just keep in mind, you might all be expendable assets to Argus, but none more than you.
Oh, if it isn't my second favorite Mandy! You simply can't stay away from me, can you? As much as I enjoy dancing around it, and believe me, I'm a wonderful dancer, should we address the interdimensional elephant in the room?
What's that, Joker? Why I don't toss your chalky ass back to the condemned carnival you crawled out of?
No. What happened to my first favorite Mandy? Aren't you the least bit curious? Oh, I tell you, if my wall could talk... Well, it'd be awful impressive, for starters. I swear I've got her voice box around here somewhere. Check my pockets?
Irrelevant. All I need to know about her is where she went wrong. And if I had my guess, it had something to do with recruiting a ticking time bomb like you.
Gasp! Character assassination! And believe me, I know a thing or two about assassination. But I'll drop a spoiler for you, new old friend. On my Earth, you didn't make it past this part. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, well, that's a punchline I haven't cracked yet.
Run of show. Brainiac invades, corrupts the League, we send a squad, squad goes ass up, Brainiac gets Earth, and we get stuck with you. Am I missing anything?
Well, you're really glossing over the friendships we made along the way.
You were locked up on the Skull ship. You must have seen something we can use. Something to make your squad's sacrifice worth a damn.
It's not so much what I saw, but what I smelled.
Explain.
Flop sweat, chum. Perspiration prickling on a big, brainy melon. Any comic worth his salt has a nose for it, and I could just smell it. That intoxicating musk of fear.
So you think Brainiac's afraid? Of what?
Bombing, obviously. This whole invasion deal. It's like he's workshopping a gag, running it over and over again, constantly adjusting the routine, tweaking each beat until he gets it just right.
And it's not going according to plan this time.
Yep. See, Brainiac's a lot of things, mans, but take it from me, he's a pretty shitty improviser.
Dr. Frias, you're gonna tell me everything you know about Brainiac's invasion of your world.
What exactly do you hope to gain from this conversation, Director Waller?
Knowing how and why their resistance failed.
I can only tell you what I observed. You tried to recruit me, a lot, so I moved to increasingly remoter locations.
And that was enough to shake me? Shake her off?
Yes, but I can only assume that you died. I don't imagine for a second that you gave up.
And so you just sat back and watched your world freeze?
I made calculations based on the data I had. Turns out the data wasn't viable. So I focused on ensuring that Nora and I survived.
Now, despite surviving alone on a frozen planet, your psych reports are normal.
I had my wife. Were you even listening? Colonel Flagg, I assume you are the good cop?
If that's what I need to be, then yeah, I guess I am. My question is real simple. What made you change your mind?
Then it deserves a simple answer. Nora.
Okay. Then I guess what I'm really asking is, why us, and not the us's from your world?
I exhausted all the avenues available to me on my world. Who wouldn't accept a second chance when it's offered? Even if it means working with a shady government agency.
Well, when it comes to handling Brainiac, that shady government agency has had a damn sight more luck than you.
On this world, perhaps. Do you want to know what happened to you on my world, Colonel Flagg?
Hell no. I make a point of never asking about other versions of me. Being envious of myself is not a can of worms I want to open.
Wise.
I'm glad you joined us under your own volition. Normally, when someone refuses my calls, I send in a capture team.
And how do you think that would have gone for them?
The suit is quite impressive, though I suspect much of the effect stems from your imposing stature.
I had a lot of time on my hands and a working understanding of the importance of physical health on one's mental health.
A lot of time to think about abandoning your world to its fate?
What do you want me to say, Director? I made a mistake. A terrible lapse in judgment.
I appreciate your candor, Doctor. It's refreshing to talk to someone with their humanity still intact. But don't think that gets you special treatment.
Thank you, I think.
Let's talk about your old lady. Nora was an eco-terrorist, right?
She doesn't care for that label.
Fine. Then what was she?
She is a realist.
And what is it exactly that realists do to help the planet?
Oh, a little monkey wrenching, some light arson.
And the suit helps with this how exactly?
The suit came after the invasion. Actually, its roots were in my projects with Nora, developing environmentally friendly food cold packing, plant strains that could survive cold winters, hydroponics. Oh, who knew I was really going to need those?
Plants, huh? So why the ice axe?
Axes appeal to people like me and Nora. It's a thing.
So, aside from Deadshot, you're the only squad member who actually has someone to live for. That's a real bonus for us.
I'm glad my comatose wife is considered an operational plus.
Well, yeah, but no, it must have been pretty tough for you when Nora got sick. I know what it's like to lose someone you love.
I haven't lost Nora. But yes, it wasn't easy. I gave up everything to focus on finding a cure.
Must have been tough for you to make ends meet. You'd do anything for her, right?
When the grant money dried up, I had to seek other sources of income. Questionable sources. But no murder, Nora's role. I'd already been preparing for off-grid living. Honestly, I'm surprised more villains don't consider it.
What I wouldn't give for that utopian future. But villains never go to ground for long, do they?
We would have. I don't like people. And I've always been enough for Nora. Hello, Colonel. The director got you working double shifts?
Okay. Tell me to mind my damn business, but I gotta ask, how'd you and Nora meet?
At a conference. She was giving a talk on radical environmentalism, and I was just blown away by her. I tried to talk to her afterwards, but got all tongue-tied, and I walked away. She followed, gave me her number, and that was that.
So Nora rules the roost, huh?
You're not wrong. You do not want to get on her bad side.
How do you think she's gonna feel when she finds out you resorted to crime to support her?
You really haven't been paying attention, have you? She's going to be proud of the things I've done. In fact, if anything, she's going to have some serious FOMO. We were already villains before she got ill. She was excited for us to change the world together, and to hell with the rules. We were just starting to settle into our new life when Brainiac attacked our world.
Hell of an origin story.
I understand Colonel Flagg has been getting a little off topic. Is finding a cure for Nora going to be detrimental to you staying on mission?
I can't save her alone, so it looks like I need you. For now.
That doesn't really answer my question, does it?
I suppose not. That must be incredibly frustrating for you.
You know, I can see why Brainiac was interested in you. You're single-minded, clinical, stubborn even. You've proven time and time again that you'll do whatever it takes to protect the only thing that matters to you.
Was that intended as flattery or a character assassination? As I have said many times, yes, my chief concern is Nora, but not at the exclusion of all else.
Well, I hope so, Doctor. For all our sakes.
Director Waller, we have something to discuss.
Do we now?
What happens when I find a cure for Nora?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How about we cross it now? My cryotech has allowed you to realize whatever it is you plan to do with the Justice League.
And obviously we are grateful for your cooperation.
Not to mention the civilian applications of the cure. You can have the tech, the research, it's yours. All I want is your guarantee that...
We'll revisit this conversation when you find your cure. For now, let's concentrate on stopping Brainiac destroying another world. Keep the others in line. And there could be a future for both of you that doesn't involve conjugal visits. Let the record show I'm permitting Floyd Lawton to sit in on these sessions rather than attempt to eavesdrop through several inches of steel door. For now.
We're gonna go back a bit now. How's things with your mom?
You don't have to answer that. She's not answering that. Next question.
Thanks, Dad. I wouldn't have ever done that on my own. My mom should be great, by the way.
No, yeah, you're right. I just... This is your show. Run it.
Okay, so what about schooling?
She's not telling you shit about...
God, Dad, please.
Hey, both of you, cool your jets so we can get back on task. Let the record show that, once again, Floyd Lawton is being allowed in this session on the grounds that he has to keep his composure in council. He is currently glaring.
Weren't we supposed to be getting through a government-mandated, definitely not an interrogation?
It's just some questioning to get our records in order. Your parents had a good relationship. You had good grades at one of the most prestigious schools in the country. How'd you start with?
Oh, what? Stealing from the rich? Same way they started stealing from everybody else, probably.
Right. We placed you at the Gotham Historical Society's annual ball 3 years running. No invite in sight.
If you already know all about it, why even bother asking? Try something you don't know.
Sure. How'd you find out about the situation in Metropolis? And how'd you get here?
Nah, my daughter is no snitch, and you ain't gonna make her out to be one. What the hell even is this? Interrogating a teenager?
Predictable. Stop recording and get him out of my interrogation room.
Guess I can assume we won't have both Lawtons today.
Yeah, no. Dad's got some work to do on his temper still.
Fair enough. Tell me about your tech then. Why the goggles?
Debris, duh. Who wants stuff flying in their eyes all the time? Plus, I look cool.
Retrofitted alien optics, according to the nerds. Huh, that Kaluan readout. Just for show, or are you learning a new language?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's gone great historically.
And just how did you manage all the dimension hopping?
Getting where I'm not meant to be is my whole bag. I mean, who's the ones who left all these holes in the fabric of reality wide open?
Those holes are government property. Just tell me how you used them.
Internet, Cord search engine's pretty okay.
You want me to believe you solved interdimensional travel with just a website and a couple words?
Anything's possible with the right plugins.
I think we can talk to each other frankly, Miss Lawton.
You can think that, sure.
And little quips like that are why. You have potential.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You're smart, resourceful, perceptive. You just lack experience.
Yeah, okay, I'm not actually down for any unpaid internships or whatever you're pushing right now.
There's a lot of paths forward, Miss Lawton. And I can think of a few that'll get you further than railing fruitlessly against whatever authority is right in front of you.
Yo, you know what's funny? Pretty much every principal I've ever had said the same thing.
Good to see you, Slade. We sure you didn't bring back any previously eradicated diseases with you?
Got a clean bill of health from the docs. Speaking of which, interesting operation you got going here.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Easy there, Boy Scout. I'm just saying this isn't your usual Task Force X.
There's nothing usual about any Black Ops unit, Slade. We've known each other long enough for you to know that this wheedling bullshit won't get you anywhere.
And I've known you long enough to know that you won't tell me shit. Hell, you wouldn't tell POTUS. I bet even your little Boy Scout here doesn't know everything.
Are me and you gonna have a problem, Wilson?
Not at all, Colonel Flagg. Not at all. But I might just stick around to see how this thing plays out.
Why does this remind me of briefing the damn Joint Chiefs?
Nice of you to join us, Wilson. Debrief.
You'll find it all in this detailed report. It's on vellum, in the blood of my enemies.
I did wonder where you got that purple ink. So, after you killed that first Brainiac, what were you doing?
Fighting my dragons.
Huh. I'm sorry, isn't the phrase, fight your demons?
No, pretty sure it's dragons. I've done it. Literally and figuratively.
Okay. And, that was gonna help you complete your mission how?
Isn't it obvious? I was trying to lure an additional Brainiac clone to my location. Establish an FOB.
That wasn't your mission, Wilson. Also, didn't you scale the side of a skull ship? Couldn't you just do that again and come home?
I'm beginning to think you don't even have a basic grasp on Coluan technology, Colonel. I want to update the list of weapons I'm proficient in for my file.
That really isn't the point of these interviews.
Quicklime, caltrops. Oh, wait. They might already be on there from that incident with the cartels.
I am not writing this down.
Bardiche, mace, trebuchets, traction and counterweight.
Trebuchet, huh? Let me go right ahead and requisition... Oh, how about that? They've been obsolete for hundreds of years. You know about obsolescence, don't you, Wilson?
Swordbreaker and dueling shields. If there's one thing I'd have loved to bring back, it's dueling shields.
Yeah? Huh. Had you pegged for a blade through the back type?
Think your boy Hero could make a pair of them if I showed him some sketches? We could have it out. I'll even give you the best of 3.
You sketch?
Yeah, add that to the file, too. Amanda, I'm glad it's you. I wasn't looking forward to having this conversation with Ricky Boy.
Well, that sounds ominous.
I've been gone for a while. Have you been keeping messages and correspondence from my family for me?
Slade, you know there aren't any messages.
No, of course there aren't. I just, I hope there might be this time, you know?
I know. Never let that hope die. We couldn't do what we do without it.
I know Rose is busy. I just thought she might be more understanding now she's in the business herself.
There's in the business, and then there's us, Slade. I'm not sure they'll ever really understand us.
We're real birds of a feather.
Wilson, how long have you known the director?
A long time. Long enough to know that you're never gonna get that connection you're jonesing for.
I have an excellent working relationship with my superior.
Of course you do. You're the perfect soldier. You still believe all the bullshit they fed you in basic training.
And what makes you so different?
Me and Amanda are 2 peas in a pod. We'll do whatever it takes to get things done. We're willing to be the bad guy. At your core, you're a good guy, Flag.
I've seen and done some heinous shit.
I know. The difference is it hasn't changed you. Even after your whole squad got murked, you still kept your belief in the flag and apple pie and freedom.
And you don't believe?
I believe that beliefs get you killed.
Slade, I want your professional opinion on something.
Always. What do you need?
I've been thinking about a protege. I don't want some by-the-book asshole taking over what I've built. Lawless is a good option. But I've also been considering Ravager.
Rose? My Rose? She's more of a field agent. I can't see her wanting a desk job till she's closer to retirement.
How old do you think I am, Slade?
Honestly, I have no idea. My time on that other Earth has totally skewed the data for me. I saw 20-year-olds who looked 50, and everyone was way shorter. I felt like a giant.
So, you wouldn't be opposed to me reaching out to Rose?
She's a big girl. She can make her own mistakes.
Once again, I'll try not to take that personally.
So, this whole yoga and therapy deal, you really buy all that touchy-feely stuff, or is it just another weapon to add to your file?
Flag, what kind of narcissistic sociopath do you take me for?
The kind who knows he needs to change, but won't. Puts on the image of growth like camo.
I'll tell you what your problem is, Rick. You haven't figured out who you want to be.
We're not here to assess my psychological fitness, Slade. We're here to assess yours.
What do you want me to say about my treatment? You think I'm a monster? Sure, I'm a monster. But I can still get in touch with my feelings.
Honestly, that told me everything I needed to know.
You know, the plant kid says you got some things in your past you need to confront.
Don't do that.
And paying rent, you'll find the planet's own Clark Kent.
Always on the move. Oh, right on target.
We got you. You're with the good guys now. Yes, she's with us. Yes, she is a hologram.
Outpacing my own bullets.
Aiming for that shot.
Total destruction. Y'all got a gift for that, don't you?
I'm in my
Soon, Deathstroke. Soon you'll be replenishing my ranks, rather than depleting them.
This is my kill zone. They're just... passing through. Hit my stride.
Brain's not...
Not to say Batman would have solved these riddles by now, but...
Watch and you might learn something.
Successful extraction, Task Force X. Let's see more of that. Out there saving lives. I'm still not getting used to it.
I'm gifted. I don't need it.
I will not tolerate.
How would you like to alt...
Stop Deathstroke by any means necessary.
Put everything on the line. Blink and you'll miss it.
Any survivors belong to New Columbus.
Valerie position.
Excellent, Zap.
I'm no xenobiology expert, but I'd call it dead. You're done.
Fluid like water. Catch that.
In progress.
I'm firing at Deathstroke!
Got torque to it. I need a surge protector on this thing.
Die! Make it copy!
Up dial. Yep.
Ready to re... Let's see what we've got for you.
Fire on Deathstroke's target.
These folks don't know it, but you're their last hope. Don't blow it.
On the old steel highway.
How's playing at Heroes feel? Maybe you ought to get used to it.
Yeah, I still got it in.
To the planet's own Clark Kent.
Time for a little fun with Neuro.
trick to it, just speed. Not a bad way to get around. Low and fast. It's all in the execution.
You keep pulling people out of this mess, and I've got nothing bad to say to you.
The road to self-improvement is paved.
Godspeed to your next godforsaken victims, TFX.
Blink and you'll miss it.
You saved enough folks for some more positive reinforcement.
The turn's getting tougher. Combat reports say, just get to higher ground. Stop crawling
Speed and precision. Perfect timing, Lord.
Know what I call a spare parts haul like this? Gorgeous.
Reload.
Why is Deathstroke being allowed to run amok? Put an end to it now.
Roll, zip, and repeat. Barely scratching the surface.
Deathstroke is decimating your ranks. Do I need to tell you to stop him?
Deadshot is the current target.
I'm liking this tempo. Precision mode. Outpacing my own bullets.
Emergency has been declared citywide for the greater metropolis area. Curfews are in effect for your safety.
Slide and conquer.
Protecting your back.
Put everything on the line.
Turning into a regular search and rescue crew.
Stairs are clear. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Deathstroke is on the offensive. All units, use caution.
They never see me coming. You ain't seen nothing.
Deathstroke's mine.
Shattered.
One for the books. If this wasn't all a deniable
Alright, it's time to stop pussyfooting around. Let's talk about metahumans.
Aren't you a metahuman?
I'm enhanced. Honestly, Amanda, where did you find this guy?
Colonel Flagg, that'll be all for now.
Director? Deathstroke?
This invasion worked out pretty well for you. You get the supers in your pocket. Well, maybe not Batman, he's too cagey. And Wonder Woman,
She's not an issue.
they say she was made from clay by the gods. You might want to keep an eye on that. Anyway, you get the League. Makes perfect sense.
So why are we having this conversation?
There's a piece of the puzzle I'm missing, and you know how I love cracking puzzles. Honestly, if you could send me back to that medieval world with a bunch of puzzles, I'd be happy. But it just seems odd to me. You talking successors and retirement when you're about to get everything you want.
How do you know what I want, Slade?
Experience.
You know, I've got a theory about you, big man Flagg.
I'm sure you do.
You act all tough, but underneath that sad sack perfume.
Cologne.
Whatever, cologne. Underneath the
tough guy act. I think you're a big softy.
Be careful who you call soft, Ivy. You don't know me.
Oh, come on. It's a compliment. And you meat sacks call me judgmental. Sheesh. It's not a bad thing to be soft. Most plants are soft-bodied after all. Moss and algae are among the most successful life forms on the planet. And they're super soft. Soft and squishy.
Well, I'm not a moss. I'm a man.
No need to tell me. I can smell that from here. Ugh.
Look, kid, I really don't have time to chat.
What? I'm not important to you?
The mission is important. Nothing else. Keep that in mind.
What do you reckon little Guppy Sharko would make of you if he could see you now?
I do not know. I do not think he could have anticipated interdimensional travel with a foul-mouthed Australian. I suppose he would consider it awe-inspiring. The possibility of experiencing literally anything.
Literally anything is a pretty broad umbrella, mate. Good stuff and bad. And we're kind of looking for the bad.
Are you apprehensive of our prospective teammates, Boomerang?
Nah. But who knows what you might find out about yourself, you know? All those usses floating around. With every new universe we enter, every new squatty we look for, it's just another chance for me to be disappointing by comparison. Right?
Everything we have yet to experience in life exists in the vast unknown of good or bad, Boomerang. You cannot see everything in the ocean, but that does not scare you.
Easy for you to say. King of the flaming food chain.
I put some spin on it. I got a reputation to maintain.
Just rescuing for now. The rest of you are on your own.
So, we get to dust the Terrans, but who's in charge of cleaning up what's left? The terraforming routines. Or us, if we don't get our numbers up.
A real soldier of fortune, huh, Wilson? Just kidding.
You got yourself a repeat customer.
For services rendered, keep on serving.
Poziția?
No. All killer, no filler. In this new look. Yeah.
If you want to meditate, this ain't the place.
When I say no man left behind, Wilson, unfortunately that includes the skinny, grinning son of a...
Gets a little bit echoey in this place.
First time killing Brainiac's probably the hardest?
Y'all socked that skull ship right in its skull face.
I love my sister. Otherwise, I would have strangled her in the womb.
need even more testing and training than old ones. But at the same time, I really think we could have done this ourselves. You're going to want to make sure you stay right in your enemy's face with that to avoid damage drop-off. Okay? Wonder which supervillain we're gonna recruit next. Starting to feel like a cavalcade of stars.
What are you waiting for? You want me to thank you for your service? I would have thought our last line of defense was more superheroes. Yet here we are.
Maybe I could convince the director to get one of those laser fences. Just slice up anything that tries to get in.
For folks called the Suicide Squad, you do a real good job staying alive.
You guys are a fun bunch. Ever think about matching tattoos?
Don't you have something better to do?
Who taught you how to dress? A genius? You look dope.
Just what was so tempting to keep you in the Dark Ages, Slade? Slade, I swear you're the most divorced man I've ever met. And don't say that's not part of why you never tried to re-establish contact. I hope this isn't the last time we see each other, Wilson. You'd better start a consultancy or whatever it is mercenaries do if they retire. Hey, if you hear back from Adeline and the kids, I want to know. I have to see if this whole new deal actually works for you. Aside from resources, what's that other world got going for it? I'm honestly curious. Good to have one more person with some sense around here. Anything for fewer migraines. You're part of a damn task force. Don't you have a task to do?
Been thinking, you're faster than a bullet. But what about a sword? We should circle back sometime. Well, at least you got someone around from your past. Even if they're also unconscious in a tube. I bet that tube really helps with the post-workout process. Maybe I should get one.
Did I just glitch out? All right. Back to updating our firewall. Good luck out there. Do what you need to do. I'll keep things locked down here.
How much longer are we gonna be cooped up in here?
I'm not against the squad. I just think we need to keep an eye on them.
Let's move to the next distant phase of our relationship.
I came damn close to taking a hit on you. But you already know that, don't you? You know, it's rare to meet a villain who truly believes in something. Most of them are just costume whack jobs. Your wife is impressive. Don't think I've ever met anyone as single-minded as me. I hear Boomerang uses you for free therapy. I bet you got some pretty creative punishments planned. Let me ask you something. What's it like to have someone love you for you? Warts and all.
Oh, sure. Poison ivy creates monstrous new life and everyone's fine with it. But when I do it...
Get back out there, champ. You've got stuff to shoot.
Don't make us regret giving you a weapon.
The whole hack thing wigs me out.
How many people are just trapped in their bodies like that? Except they can't go digital.
13 Brainiacs, huh? And each one a prize-winning asshole at the Interstate Asshole Fair? Listen, good luck with that. Hey! I never doubted you could do it. I only said there'd be a lot of screw-ups along the way. And was I wrong?
Are all the aliens dead, or are you just taking a breather?
You think you're being cute or something, huh? Keep walking.
What kind of coward-ass bad guy hides his brain away in a bunch of bodies? Fight Earth like a real man, Brainiac.
How am I supposed to supervise when all these soldiers gather around?
I know I'm pretty, but you got work to do.
I didn't get to meet Batman, Ma. We're not in Gotham.
Look around while I freak out. I'm just engineering stuff for real-life, world-saving legends? Super on your own, but this upgrade makes you like a boss.
Or Metropolis.
I need a little room. It's Mr. Deathstroke. Do people ask how you got your name? Probably not, right? Lucky for me. Hey, Mr. Wilson, ready to see the coolest gear? The coolest gear? Ah, jeez.
Hey, pal. Thoughts? Feelings? Let's talk this out.
Stay together and stay in contact until we find you. There are still heroes in the city.
We shall parlay another time.
Don't bang on the glass, I'm jumping.
You're wasting talent. Open your eyes. Hey, you know the rules, Harley. Next time we fight together or we hang back together, right?
I've got orders, Wilson. Get back to marching.
I shouldn't have to remind you, of all people, of your orders.
Tracking the Lieutenant.